tools that we, the art tools was media. Medium was a singular tool, but several tools called the media. So basically, you painted a picture with the media. Yeah. What Esau does with his media, he paints a picture in your mind and he distorts your perception of reality through his media. All right. So from there, number 8 on the countdown is the media, man. All right. All right, go ahead.
This is Nahum 3 and 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selling nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts.
Yep, and part of the witchcraft is democracy, Christianity, and turning those other countries out and making them like unto her. All right, like you go into the Revelations, basically the beast was making all the other nations like unto the beast. But if you go on the internet, man, you'll see Japanese and Chinese women with blonde hair. They got Americanized hip-hop videos.
Suits and ties.
They wearing suits and ties, right? You got so-called, I think, Chinese women. They doing their whole independent thing, man. Yep. So the men are just hooked on porn. They ain't even dealing with the women, man. Right. They're making themselves like into the image of the beast. Where image is like, when you have an image, you have a copy of something, right, or reflection. So they're making themselves like a reflection of the beast, man. All right?
And that comes through the media.
And it comes through the media. That you see Justin Bieber, and you're some Chinese guy, and you're like, man, I want to be like Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Because that's the media, man. Or y'all might be like, what's another one? Like, brothers eat healthy or whatever, and somebody will say something to you like, you a vegetarian? Why did they think you're a vegetarian? Or why do they think, they'll say something, or how can I put this?
Yeah.
We saying the white man a devil, right? Oh, y'all terrorists. Yeah. Where did they get that from?
Yes, yeah.
The media.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all them black extremists? Like, what do you mean?
Oh, you a Muslim? You eat pork? You Muslim?
You don't eat pork? You must be a Muslim. Like, no, that's in the scriptures. The media messed your head up, man. The Matrix has you.
And what do our people learn when they say, instead we call ourselves the Hebrew Israelites? They call it the black Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah.
Who told you that? The media. When you hear about us, you go on Google and you type up black Hebrew Israelites, then you judge us off what you read on Google, man.
Exactly.
That's the media. That's how powerful this demon is, man. Powerful this devil is. But go ahead, Kazak.
2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 46. And thou, Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon, and art the glory of her person.
Yep, that's why you had this movie called The Last Samurai. And what happened was, doing that in that particular part in Asia, I think it was Japan, they was being westernized, and they was building railroads out there, and they was turning their cities like into American cities. It was doing around the Civil War. And then one of the men, the samurai, was like, I am not going to go a-whoring like the West. They said the word, we are not going to go a-whoring after the West, man. So read that again.
And thou, Asia, that art the thou art the partaker of the hope of Babylon, and art the glory of her person. Woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her.
Yep.
And hast decked thy daughters in whoredom, that they might please and glory in thy lovers, which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee.
Yeah, because that's actually like a twofold scripture, because the cities are like into American cities, but the women have actually become whores.
Right.
Asian women, they actually they think they supposed to look like skanks, man.
Yeah, they even widening their eyes.
You took it right out of my mouth. Go ahead, brother.
Nah, they're widening their eyes to look like so-called white women, man.
You got Asian women, they got low self-esteem because they think that, like you said, they don't think it's attractive to have some curves. They think they're supposed to be skinny like a little white girl, man. Who did that?
That media.
And look at their cartoon characters. You said they all got the blonde hair and blue eyes.
Come on.
Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon, Digimon, Pokemon. All right, was it more than that, brother?
Yeah, I got something else.
Oh, go ahead.
This Isaiah 25 and 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people.
What's that covering cast, man? It's that false reality which the media has perpetuated, man. The media, man. The weapon of mass deception. That's the covering cast, man. Which distorted your reality, man. They got the same perception as reality. He gave you the perception.
Yeah.
He gave you a perception. He distorted your reality. You live in your own mental reality in your mind, man. And you out of sync with the real world, man. That's why you'll walk into an herbal store, you be like, man, this some hippie shit. I'm like, it's herbs. You know what I mean? Or you what else, man? You'll see somebody eating healthy, and you eat rabbit food, bruh. But yet you got diabetes, nigga. Like you overweight looking at somebody eating a salad and you laughing at them. I can't eat that shit. Like you're dying, nigga. All right, go ahead.
And the veil that is spread over all nations.
Hey man, it don't matter what color Jesus is, bro. God is love. Like here it is, a nigga off in the hood, sagging with a Jesus piece and tattoos and shit. I have to go kill somebody next week tomorrow. Hey man, that God love everybody. I ain't really trying to be on that black Hebrew. You know what I mean? It ain't even about color, bro. Like nigga, you got enemies, nigga. So hey, but you know we ain't gonna prolong it. We gonna move to number 7 on the countdown, and number 7 is history, because another thing that he distorted was history, man. Your perception of reality is through history, man. So can you get Job? What's that 14? How he's a forger of lies?
You want to get a shot?
I got you.
All right, you got some?
Nah. I'm gonna wait the spirit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because basically, the reason why you believe what you believe, because as a so-called Negro, Hispanic, or Native American, when you went to Esau's schools, he told you his version of history. And the reality is he's a thief and a robber, but he lied to you. So go ahead.
Right. Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value.
You are a forger of lies, and when you write something, you forge something. Everything you forged was a damn lie, man. That's why Jakes drop out of your school, because it doesn't resonate with them, man. They can't stomach a lie, man. It's hard for Israelites to accept the lie, because they live in reality every day, man. They're on a different plane, man. All right? But basically, your history is distorted. American history, world history, is all through your media, but it's still a freaking lie. The Bible, all these little movies about Moses and Passion of the Christ, and they got Edomites, or they're projecting them to be Edomites, that's part of the lie. So what happens is you got some kind of frame of reference. So every time you have a topic or a subject, the human mind conjures up images. Whether it's through, and we talked about the media, the human mind conjures up images, and you take that image as the actual thing. So when you speak about Moses, an image that pops in your head more than likely is Charles Heston. Or when you say so-called Jesus, now you think about the guy in the movie Passion of Christ. Or that's why when you go to the store and buy a Jesus piece, it's Caesar Borgia. All right, go ahead.
First Maccabees 3:48, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
Why did the heathens paint the which was Edomites, put their image over Yahweh Shai's image, man, or put their image over the Most High's image, man? Because they already know when they conquer these lands, that's what we got something called iconoclasm, man. When they conquer these lands, their children's gonna read about it, and they gonna think that, oh man, Constantine was a white man. King James was a white man. That's why they do that, man. Esau wasn't nothing, man. He's a perpetrator, man. He's an imposter. All right, but number 7 on the countdown is history. He distorted history, man. That's why I said the Most High required that which is past, man. That's why I said in Revelation 12, you don't have to get it. The earth should help the woman, man.
Yeah.
He giving us the real history, man. All right? All right, go ahead.
This website called johnmp2.com. And it says list of known African American inventors from 1845 to 1980. I'm gonna jump down. It says Henry Baker took it upon himself to make sure that African Americans who were awarded patents by the U.S. government would be unofficially documented.
He said that at some point.
All right. I'll read that over again. It said Henry Baker took it upon himself to make sure that African Americans who were awarded patents by the U.S. government will be unofficially documented.
Right, because over half of the inventions in America were by so-called African Americans. The tribe of Judah alone. We didn't even get to the other tribes, tribe of Judah alone. We didn't even mention them yet, man. But they just came out with an article saying that they're not even going to put that in the papers. They actually invented that, man. That's why Jakes have a poor self-image, man. Because you don't know where you came from. That's why I said in Jeremiah 17:4, thou even thyself should discontinue from thy heritage. Meaning what? You're not going to have no frame of reference of who you really came from. You just think of some half-naked nigga in West Africa that they kidnapped, man.
Right.
You don't know that you go back to King David and King Solomon and Yahweh Shai. You don't know that those are your forefathers.
Right.
You can't connect the dots as the so-called Africans don't claim you, man. All right? Go ahead.
It's Wisdom Solomon 5:1. Then should a righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors.
Yep, and hey, that's making no account of his labor because he just brought out how they're not going to document the past of the so-called black man or the inventions that he created, man. All right? Or can you get we'll just hold it. And that was number 7 on the countdown was history. All right, now number 6, this is going to be our last one, is going to be harp, man. Because this damn devil is playing the Most High. All this weather modification and all these different things happen globally. A lot of it has to do with the so-called white man with his harp system. All right, so number 6 on the countdown is harp. High frequency active Aurora research program, man. It's literally him playing the Most High. All right, go ahead.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except that there come a falling away first.
Yeah, we have to go into captivity. So Yahweh Shai, the kingdom won't get established till the prophecies be fulfilled, man. All right, go ahead.
And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Who is that man of sin? Who's the son of perdition or the son of death? Who's causing all the destruction on the planet Earth, man? The so-called white man. Who has an F at that, man? A national nickname basically go back to him being a devil. So-called white man. Every nation on the planet has a nickname for the so-called white man. The great dragon, the great serpent, the great say. It's the so-called white man. All right, go ahead.
Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High.
He opposed it and exalted himself because he don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. He makes his own laws and esteems them over the scriptures. Go ahead.
Or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
He sitteth in the temple of the Most High, going back to Maccabees, where they made a likeness of their image in the book of the law. But on a physical level, he's actually acting like he's the Most High. Starting with the harp system. He could actually modify weather patterns, man. He could actually trigger earthquakes, trigger tsunamis, which are earthquakes underwater. Who do you think is doing that? Ultimately, it's the hand of the Most High, but on the lower level is Esau, man. If those countries don't want to make a treaty with America or make some type of covenant with America, all of a sudden a tsunami happens, an earthquake happens. Then what happens, Esau sends his aid over there. Then once he sends the aid, now they owe Esau money. So Esau's the devil, man. So basically, high frequency active Aurora research program, he's responsible for weather modification, man. He can trigger tsunamis, earthquakes, mudslides. That's Esau, man. All right. If not, then where and who is he? You had a point?
Yeah, I was saying not too long ago, Esau used this little satellite, and which caused the China financial center, they destroyed that because China didn't want to go ahead and just basically to admit, was that China or Japan?
It was China.
It was China, yeah. So they destroyed their financial center using that little satellite program. I forgot the name of it, but it's showing that game Call of Duty. I want to say Ghost, Call of Duty Ghost. You could
when China was devaluing their dollar, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. And they use that machine to destroy China's their financial center, their world trade center, basically.
So with that, man, we're gonna draw it to a closing of the first half of 10 reasons the so-called white man is the devil. All right, we just did 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6. The food, the drugs, the media, the history, and heart. So with that, we're gonna draw it to a closing. Does any brother have a point they want to make?
Esau the devil.
You the fucking devil, man. All right, but with that, we're gonna give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Shemi Hawashai, double honor to the apostles of GMS, and salutations to the elect. Then we're gonna say Shalom.
Shalom.